The next movie on the list, Replicas, starring Keanu Reeves, Alice Eve, Thomas Middleditch, and John Ortiz. And this movie is about a guy played by Keanu Reeves who is a scientist, and he ends up losing his family. And he works at a company where they're trying to transport a person's consciousness into a machine. And so he ends up doing that with clones of his family, and he's, just working with that concept. It is a science fiction film, and this movie is a movie that is well worth the being thrown in the dumping ground of January, because it is not a movie that you would, put out to make a lot of money. Just from just the beginning of it, you can tell that it is a VOD or made for Netflix type film. One of the things I did like about this movie was just how, good of a concept it is. It's like, I don't think I've seen this before, not to say that any other movie out of the billions of movies that have been made throughout the years, that this concept hasn't been done before, because it's probably have. But I did like the concept. I did like the idea of it. It had, within the ideas, it had some ideas that could work. In certain ways that the movie, I felt, probably could have worked a little bit better if it was done a different way, but it did kind of work for what they were trying to do. A lot of it didn't work. Not saying that this is a great movie or even good movie. It's a lot of things that didn't work for this, but it did have a great concept and everything else for that. The acting was bad. It wasn't, it was just, it just seemed like really nobody was into really making this film. It seemed like one of those films where you can read the script and you like, oh, this is a unique concept. So I can get why a lot of the actors would have came on board to do this film. But overall, when you look at it, it's like, the packaging was just all off. And the writing to accompany it wasn't good either. Certain things, the way characters were written with certain actions and stuff like that, did not work out. In the CG, it don't have that much CG up in there, but there is a robot in the film that is used, and it's just completely it's not good. This is, like I said, a movie that you will see on VOD or a Netflix type film, because that's how good and I say that, not as good, but that's how the CG looked. But overall, it was a decent movie. I came out not hating it, thought it was decent, good enough for, people to maybe check out. If you like, VOD straight to, DVD or whatever type films, or Netflix type films that don't really have a huge budget and don't really try to go too hard on like the CG and making it look good and dumping the money on it, and you like them B type movies, this is a movie that you will like, think that worth checking out for as long as it's going to be up in theater, because it probably won't be in theaters too long, but it is worth checking out. This movie is not going to be for everybody. It's a lot of people that's going to go into there and be like, this is complete and utter trash. But I enjoyed it for what it was. I could see some story ideas coming out of it. But yeah, overall, it was decent. I give it a 5 out of 10. Check it out if you will. Not truly recommending it, but if you like these type of movies, it'll be a movie for you.